All right. So this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. Do you want to know what the most important thing to sell when you are trying to book an appointment or book an exposure to your prospect? Because when I got started in this profession, went buck wild and started selling the opportunity or selling my product. Maybe you've done that too, or if you're not doing it, I'm sure that you have new team members that are, because they're so excited. They hear that their product, it was invented by some doctor that won a Nobel Prize that teaches at some Ivy League school and is peer-reviewed articles and all this stuff, or they hear that their company is the best, has the best comp plan. And if you start selling that, you're not going to get as many people to an appointment or to an exposure as you would as if you just sold the exposure. And whether your first exposure is a sizzle call, or whether it is a webinar, or whether it is just a one-on-one presentation or a group presentation, or just an online video that you could just send them a link, you got to sell that. Because if you start selling the product, the service, or the business, objections are going to start coming up from the prospect. And then the amateur network marketer, they're going to try and overcome those objections. I mean, they've heard about it, how to do it on a Super Saturday, and the timing is all wrong for overcoming the objection. And the reason is because most of the objections are overcome during the presentation. And so let's say you got a weight loss company there, and you're trying to sell these shakes, and someone says, well, I can't afford weight loss shakes. You're already running or coming off on the wrong foot, because then you're going to be trying to overcome objections about, about pricing and all that stuff when it's the wrong timing. Sell the appointment, and it doesn't matter what kind of first exposure you have. Again, whether it's a video or a webinar or whatever, there's probably, and if there isn't, there should be some sort of value that your prospect will get from attending that presentation or watching that online video or getting on that webinar, that they're going to get some sort of value whether they buy from you or they don't buy from you. Maybe there's an overview at the beginning of why they need to lose weight, or maybe there's 5 tips on losing weight. Could be drink more water, get enough sleep, exercise more, have a high protein shake. And then that's when the presentation mentions the shake, but you sell, by the time you're done with this 15-minute video online, you're going to have 5 awesome tips on how to lose weight, or whatever value is presented in that exposure. Because if you try and sell the business, again, you're just not equipped to do that. And even if you are equipped to do that, you shouldn't be. You should be allowing the presentation to do all the selling and telling for you, because if you do that, that's duplicatable. You might be a superstar salesman, but what happens to your new teammate who isn't a superstar salesman? They're going to try and do what you do, and they're just not going to get very far. They're going to get frustrated, and they're going to quit. So stop the attrition on your team and make sure that they're not selling the business. They're not selling the product, that they're selling the exposure. They're selling the appointment. They're selling the online video. They're selling the webinar, whatever that first exposure is. And you've probably heard this message before, but it sounds like this. Be the messenger, not the message. You're there to deliver the message. You're there to tell them about the video. You're there to tell them about the webinar, tell them about X, Y, and Z, and then allow the exposure to be that message. All right? Trust you got some great value out of this. What I invite you to do is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Also, if you want to see more videos just like this, go to my blog. It's KennySantos.com. You put your name and email in, you put your name and email in, and you're going to get an awesome audio in growing your business. And remember this, every single day, multiple times a day, the universe sends us miracles. And we only got to do 2 things. We got to recognize those miracles, and then we got to accept them. All right, take care. Create a great day.